There's only fun decoding and no financial advice. Yeah, I just do this decode quick. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna wait for nobody. So, when Mr. Charlie Brown Kirky, right? Charlie Brown Kirky, when he got taken out on 910, right? It's a Phoenix number, right? 910, 91. If you flip it, you get 6-1, right? Stay with me, because 6-1 connects to silver, right? And then I showed you also, I can't find it, but I showed you also right after that on the news, they were recalling stuff from Kirkland Foods, okay? The company Kirkland. Kirk, 2Ks, 1111. All right, 1111. And remember, I was very strongly on here saying it was like 62 days from when Charlie Brown got taken out to 1111. We always got to run around and find some shit here. What about 1111? And here it is. Not sure about JFK's order. So JFK had an executive order called 11110. Okay? So I'm just going to show you why that 1111, because remember, I was like, oh, November 11th. Even though nothing happened, this is why it was connected to November 11th. All right? So hold on. Before I even go through that, let me just go through this since I have it up here already. So here it talks about his order, right? 1111 authorized the U.S. Treasury to issue silver certificates backed by silver bullion held in its vaults, right? Effectively stripping the Federal Reserve of its power to loan money to the government at interest. This executive order would have allowed the government to repay its debt without borrowing money from the Federal Reserve, which charges interest on loans used to create new currency. Okay? The best is yet to come. So, that being said, I want to show you something else on here. Not too long after Charlie Brown fell down, they came out with, so remember, money metals, okay? Metallicus, metal. Just saying. What also is, they came out with a silver Charlie Kirk coin. Silver Charlie Kirk coin. All right. And like I said, I talked about copper on here as well and silver. And then I noticed that Starship's even bringing to his people copper as well too. And I'm just saying, here's Charlie right next to the copper. And it even says copper right on there. All right. Charlie and copper. See, I'm just saying. I showed you this before too, right? This is a coin exchange, right? Where you can buy silver, gold, copper, and they accept cryptocurrencies. And these are the coins that they do accept. See how people were talking shit about Dogecoin, the XRP? Even me in the beginning, when they first came out, people were like, get the fuck out of here with this Dogecoin shit, right? But there it is. There it is as payment, baby. It's Shiba Inu. There it is as payment, baby. Polygon, and then all these stable coins down here as well too. But see when Charlie got taken out? I'm just saying these are the things that, and then they finally put him on silver. This is how you know that silver is going to be big. Big. All right. Even, let's see. They're showing you people. Yeah, so then that's the executive order. Like I said, that was the executive order. 1111. Which maybe that was why November 11th was such a major date to me. I just want to see something here with this guy. Damn. And you know what? I think I'm missing something there. Hold on a second. Let me type this in.
So, Chip, check
What's
it
up?
all out. We got this place for Monday. They're behind the building. So it's all set for Monday.
Okay.
Listen. All right.
That's right. All right, you know, it was just weird because I was trying to find the connection between September 10th and JFK, and it just came up with that executive order. Oh, watch, I think I'm going to do it right here. What's the connection between JFK and September 10th? Let me see. September. I mean, there's always a connection. What do I think about silver? It's cheap. It's September 10th. See, I'm not saying it's correct. Funny that we have an executive order, Kennedy, right? That was 1111. We were just connected and playing around with the desk, November 11th. And then he's also connected to September 10th. Okay? Kirk, right? K, front, back, 1111. Okay? Executive order, 1110. So, and then September 10th over here, it says September 10th, 1963. See, 6336s. Again, 3 sixes is 3 nines. What is it? 0.999% silver, gold, copper, precious metals. A top secret briefing was held for the board members who monitored intelligence operation on behalf of President Kennedy during the meeting. It was discussed that the CIA was carrying out current actions, which is nuts, is because they're trying to say that this particular group might have something to do with somebody being taken out. You see this over here? See this word here? Now, I don't know if that's true, but I'm just saying how weird that they kind of says September 10th, right? Same time that Charlie Brown went down. They're talking about this group right here on that same date. And they also claim that these guys also are connected to this somehow, some way. And then who else got knocked up? I'm just saying. These are the things that people miss. These are the things that people don't see. And I'm just going to see one other thing. How is JFK connected to 62?
JFK is connected to 62 because 1962 was a significant year during his presidency. That year saw the Kennedy slide or stock market crash and the build-up to the Cuban Missile Crisis. It also marks the past 62 years since his assassination in 1963.
Now, why they were talking about 62 is because when Charlie Brown went down, 62 days later, it was November 11th. Okay? So, for my people that wants to see JFK connection to the number 62 primarily relates to the year 1960, pivotal year during his presidency. Mark JFK slides, stock market crash, somebody crashed also, and the escalating tension into the Cuban Missile Crisis, blah, blah, blah. All right, and weirdly enough, they were just speaking about missiles, the Tomahawk missiles, and you know that I said they need 500 ounces of silver for those Tomahawk missiles. All right, it's 1962. So, and I don't know how I got these numbers or what. These numbers just come to me and I just play around with the numbers, but that's basically what I found. And I was just kind of brushing up on the decode I was doing before. So, let me see what you guys are talking about. What's up, Ranger? What What up, Hal? I love silver and copper. What up, Go He? What up, Moho? So yeah, I just wanted to kind of brush up on the old code that I was doing, even though some people were like, November 11th came and gone, but there was a connection. And that's why Charlie's face was on that silver coin within less than 2 weeks. With less than 2 weeks since he fell down, they were already talking about putting him on silver. His face was on a silver coin already. Not gold, not copper, silver. And JFK is directly connected to silver. So I have no idea. No, no idea. Right now they're talking about like it's usually in November. If it doesn't happen in November, then December. It's called like a Santa rally, and they say the market takes a rally on the way up. Now who knows? Because we're in a totally different world with a different president, whatever you want to call him. So I have no idea. This is like straight up guessing game out here. Straight out guessing game. And like I said, we probably still got time to buy silver right now because I think silver is really going to make its move next year. Just playing with numbers, like I said, 2026, if you flip the last number and the first number, you flip 2 to the 5, right? So you got 5, 0, 2, 6, and then you flip the 6, 2, and 9. So then you got 5, 2, 9, right? If you read it backwards, you got 925, which is sterling silver stamp, 925. So that's what I think, Dan. Now I believe that 2026 will be the bigger year. And you know what? I'm just thinking about something right now. And no, not this year. Not this year, Bear. I thought it was leap year this year. Let me just check something out. No, not leap year. Snips 4 zeros. All right. That's an alarm in the building I'm in, the fire alarm. That beeping? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. What do I think about tokenized silver redeem on demand for a physical? Seen it on ETH, AVAX, and on XLM, or you stick solely on just physical? Honestly, I just go with the physical. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I see some type of assets like on Lobster, on I think Alcor, right, XPR, they had some coins that were connected to Silver Bank, I believe Alcor. So I definitely picked up some of those. But I'm just saying, if the grid goes down or some crazy shit happens with the grid, with electrics, and all the electrics go down, and they're down completely, how are you going to operate on the streets? People might not want to take paper money. As you can see, a silver dollar or a coin dollar is worth more than paper dollar. Weirdly enough, don't ask me why, but paper's monopoly money. It's monopoly money. So I'm just saying, if the grid burns out, goes down, you ain't going to be able to use your credit cards or even interact with your bank because everything's done digitally. So, and if people don't want money, then they're going to probably want gold, silver, or some type of precious metals. That's why it's important to have precious metals physical in your hand. To me, at least, Does it hurt to have paper? No. But from my understanding, a lot of people on paper, like, they oversell silver on paper. So like for every one person, as of right now, like 360 people are buying silver, but doesn't necessarily have the physical silver funding them. For every one person, let's say out of every 361 orders that they take, only one of those people supposedly really owns physical silver. The other 360 people only own paper. This is why the price of silver can shoot extremely high, is because you have one person with a stack of silver. Let's just say they have 360 ounces of silver. right? And let's say all those people own the same amount. You have to understand, they only have one order. Out of 361 orders, they only have one order of physical silver. So in order for them to satisfy all the paper orders, they have to significantly raise that one person's physical silver. They have to raise it 360 times higher to make sure they go evenly and cover the other 360 people that own silver on paper. Okay? This is why silver could explode. This is why Bear is into silver and copper, because of these particular things. As well as doing my own research, and maybe that'll be another decode I'll throw at you guys too, how I notice the like relationships and connections. And I can't guarantee you, but I can show you strong connections between proton and silver. So again, if proton doesn't have a fixed supply, that means that they can keep printing. And if they're going to be backed by silver, then that means that they need all the silver they can get because they don't know how much they're going to print. That being said, that's why it probably went on the critical list, is because they need all of it. Solar panels, electric cars, electric machines, robots, missiles, medicine, solar paneling, satellites. Silver is into everything. So, and being that we're moving into a world with robots and new innovation and all that, and missiles and nuclear stuff, yeah, I can see silver exploding. Who knows how much high? 3, 4, 5 digits. I could see 5 digits. If what I'm reading is true, and they're saying like 360 people own paper, not real physical silver, and they have to satisfy that, then yeah, I can see silver shooting up to 4 digits. 5 digits maybe. Remember, they said palladium at one time was almost twice the price as gold. Palladium or platinum, one of those, was almost twice the price as gold. Today, gold is 4 more times expensive than that product. So right now we have silver on the bottom. I'm just saying, don't sleep, because we've seen in history gold being half the price of one element, of one metal, and now gold is 4 times that amount of that particular metal. So that means it did an 800% over. Okay? Don't think silver can't do that neither. That's all I'll say. I'll read some of your comments here. 12:14, baby, watch 12:14. Okay. Yeah, 3.5. There you go, 3.5. And then 12:15, because you got the 369. 12:15 is the 369 code. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. If you got the physical, then cool, get the digital. Yeah. Yeah, but all the 1964, I think. Yeah, so 1964 and older. But I think you have to pay taxes on that. Okay. All right. Takes 175 paper fiat to buy $2. Fiat is now officially trash. Yeah, people won't realize it for a while, like a chicken with his head cut off. Most likely, that's what's gonna happen. No, I mean, it might be a plan to have like 10-ounce silver digital at least for easy access, speed to flip when it moves. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, if you didn't have any silver, I would advise you to buy physical silver at the moment. But if you have physical silver and you want to diversify, then yes, hell yeah, get your digital silver. So my man said he wants to platinum. Asking he wants to stack platinum instead of gold. Yeah, you could do that. I'm staying with the little money. I don't got big money over here, so I'm staying with the little prices. It's getting up there, and copper too. Copper right now is probably one of the cheapest ones that I feel like can have a big explosion. Gold bags are being released in every state now. Okay. Gold bag printing machines are going to be in every state. Pay taxes on what? Oh, so somebody had pointed out the coins, like the quarters and the nickels and stuff like that, like 1964 and older, are supposedly like 90% silver in those coins. From what I see, they say like if you want to cash in those coins, you have to pay a tax on those coins. If you have like bullions or bars or regular like maple, like 1 ounce silver maple coins or Lady Liberties, Libertards, supposedly those are no taxes. But if you want to convert regular tender currency like quarters and nickels and dimes or whatever else, then you have to pay taxes supposedly on that. So Red Bull says that 1 ounce silver equals to 1 barrel of oil now. Is that true? Let's look that up right now. Is 1 ounce of silver equivalent to 1 barrel of oil?
No, 1 ounce of silver isn't equivalent to 1 barrel of oil. It typically takes around 1 to 2 ounces of silver to equal the value of a single barrel of oil, given current market prices. But this can change. For financial advice, consult a professional.
Well, you weren't far off. It says around 1 to 2 ounces to equal the dollar value of a single barrel of oil. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Are they trying to say? No, I think that's what they're trying to say. So it says around 1 to 2 ounces to equal the dollar value of a single barrel of oil. Oil prices hover around $60 to $80 a barrel, and silver around 25 to 50 ounce. So this might have been a little bit outdated. But yeah, now that silver is like $58, $59 at the moment, then yeah, that's close to 1 ounce to a barrel of oil. But weirdly enough, if they keep going electric, right, then they're not going to be using oil that much. If they switch over to the electric cars and Tesla. Well, that's what it says here. Silver versus oil. A single ounce of silver now buys a barrel of oil, aside from a brief 3-week period in 1980. Okay. Go back in every Western state as of this week. Look it up. Oh, shit. Are gold backs being given out or put out in the states of America?
Gold backs are privately issued, spendable gold notes, not given out by the government. They are put out by Goldback Inc. and function as local currency in states like Utah and Nevada, among others, accepted by local businesses as an alternative to regular money. For financial advice, consult a professional.
Yep. All right. Here we go, baby. It's starting. The dominoes are starting to fall, baby. Once they start getting into a speed, the speed is just going to pick up. The speed is just going to pick up. Oh, man. We're just like 3 weeks away from fucking 2026, man. They're really going to turn these engines on. So next 5 years is critical to get in crypto. Hard assets, just get in. Yeah, so I'm going to say this. I was watching a video on silver, right? And the guy is like, right now, it's super cheap. Silver at the moment is stupid cheap. Especially like top price, you're paying over spot. So you're paying maybe anywhere from $5 to maybe $15 over spot. $5, $10 usually. Depending on like the fancy or the collectible ones, you probably pay like 15, 20 over spot. But the guy was like, that's right now. It's cheap. You're paying $5 to $10 over spot. He goes, eventually, it's on the critical list. These people are going to start collecting, accumulating this. You're going to be spending, next is going to be the $30 to $50 spot price over. Okay? So meaning like if silver is showing $60, you're going to probably be paying $90 for that silver coming in the near future. Okay? And that could be even before Christmas. All right? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it could happen that fast. All right? And then there's going to be a point where you're just not going to be able to get it. Like silver might be $55, $60 spot, but then people are trying to charge like $200. You want that silver, it's getting scarce. We want $200 if you want to hold on to it. Okay? And that's basically what things are going to be coming down to really soon from what I've been listening to. So March 20th, there you go. March 20th, 3-2. The 2 flips to a 5. There's your 3-5, 2025. While the release dates haven't been announced yet, Oklahoma and Arizona go-backs are on the way. These new series will give residents more power. These states have demonstrated a strong commitment to sound money principles, with Arizona ranking number 11 and Oklahoma at number 15 on the Sound Money Index. According to Citizens for Sound Money, both states have activated legislations that support the use of gold and silver as currency. How you doing? Which of those states? Arizona and Oklahoma. All right, and they're talking about Oklahoma and Arizona being the first 2 strongest candidates for the Go Back series. Very interesting. Arizona, baby. To get in crypto hard assets. Is it better to buy silver dollars or silver bars? So that guy had said something about try not to buy anything like what was the words he used? Like the fancy, like high premium, fancy collectible coins. Like the prices might be so high that it might not even matter. So you're probably better off, because they were basically saying if you get like the maple coins, you want to get things that are noticed, that are kind of popular. So they were talking about the Canadian maple coins and the Lady Liberties and the Eagles and shit like that. Silver coins. Silver ounces, the ounces in the bars, like straight poured, silver ounces, 10 ounces, whatever, a pound, or whatever the hell you can buy or you want to buy. You don't really have to buy anything fancy. You just have to have the metal in hand. You can even have just pure fucking little 5-ounce bar, 10-ounce bar of whatever. So. I think the bars are better than the silver dollars, but it doesn't hurt to hold on to the silver dollars as well. Yep, that's all we want to do is stake our XRP and travel, which is coming soon. Oh, you can do it now. Depending on how many XRP, depending on how many XPRs you're staking, you can do that right now. Yes, the walking Lady Liberty, yeah. Silver is lawful, non-taxable money. That's what they're saying. West Texas Intermediate, WTI at 59.89 per barrel. December 5th. Yeah, pretty much. It's just $1 off. It's just literally $1 off. So yeah, you're basically right. The 1 ounce of silver can buy a barrel of oil at the moment. What should you, how do I sell more until next year? Listen, I don't know. The only thing I'm going to say is we're so close to the end of this race that these things can take off any day, any second. It can literally take off like in this moment as I'm speaking. So, you could take your chances in selling, but I'll tell you these 2 things. Number 1, if you sell it, you no longer have it, okay? And if you don't have it, then you can't utilize it, okay? The more cryptocurrencies you hold, the more you can utilize the cryptocurrencies to work for you. I believe the idea of cryptocurrencies is to keep as much as possible so you can stake, put into pools, farms, so you can collect rewards on everything you're doing. Okay? You don't want cash. You want to generate passive income. And the only way to do that, you gotta be kidding me right now. The only way to do that, what was I even saying? I just got distracted. I was just looking on this table right here. I swear to God, bro, the Matrix is in my face literally every day. I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm. All right, look, check this out. I'm just gonna show you something right here. All right, look at this. I wasn't even meant to do that. I just flipped the camera and it's just right on Made in the USA, and you wouldn't believe what my finger is on at the moment right now. Okay, Made in the USA. Look at my finger. Look at this. Look at the Matrix. Look at the Matrix. Look at the atom sign. You thought this was a fucking game. You thought this was a game made in the USA. Yeah, I can't believe I was just sitting here and I was like, what the hell's those squiggly lines? And I flip it up and I said, get out of here. I was just with you guys outside, walking along the avenues over here when I was working. And there's atom signs everywhere. I'm telling you, it's yo, anybody talking shit about the fucking Proton XPR network of Metallicas? You're fucking yourselves, though. It doesn't matter anyway. Can't even be mad. At this point, it's just comical. Comical. You know? And believe me, I might even come out with a video. I'm going to call those guys out, too. Not even haters, but the guys that are talking shit, this and that. They know who they are. You know? And I'll name them out here, too. They know who they are. You got that guy, Zachary, calling Proton bullshit. You got Vale calling Proton bullshit. You got, what's the other guy? Forgot the other Spanish-looking dude. All these guys talking caraca. But it's all good. It's all good. You know what's great is that no matter how much shit people talk about Metallica or XPR, it doesn't affect the price. All right. You're considered a pauper by law if you don't own a bag of a pauper. Yeah. The law of the Republic, only silver rounds are money. Oh, shit. Is that true, too? I don't look these things up now. Is it true by the law of the Republic that silver is the only legal tender?
While federal law says U.S. currency is legal tender, the Constitution allows states to recognize gold and silver for debts. Some states, like Utah and Florida, are now allowing private transactions in precious metals, often with tax breaks. However, businesses can still refuse them for regular purchases. For financial advice, consult a professional.
And you know what? The business can refuse that currency, and I believe you have to do your own research, okay? I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but I was listening to somebody that was on drugs, okay? So, and they said that, do I want to say it? Maybe not. Well, they said this: if you came to pay a settlement with a negotiable instrument and they deny it, it's like you're considered paid if they didn't take it. So, like for instance, I was listening to this one dude about taxes and like all these bills, and I have no idea about this stuff. Okay, but the story was we all have these different trusts, and we can get into. Okay, and you can actually, depending on how you fill out the paper form that you have, and send it back to the sender, you can write in a certain way that you can make that particular bill a negotiable instrument where you can pay for something. And if the credit card company denies that form of payment, supposedly you are known as debt free. So it's, for instance, if you came up to me and was like, "Hey, Bully Bear, here's $100." Okay, you lend me $100. Well, actually, you came to me and you said, "Can I borrow $100?" And then I gave you the $100. Right? Now you want to come back and you want to pay me back, right? Whatever form you pay me back, you want to pay me back. And then I'm like, nah, I don't want to accept that. Supposedly, it's like the debt is already satisfied. Okay? So, again, do your own research. I heard that from a crazy person on drugs. So, definitely do your own research on that one. But very interesting though, very interesting, because what they explain is when they send you a credit card bill, it doesn't say anything about negative, okay? It doesn't say like negative this or negative that. It's actually a plus, like it's like a check. And if, again, I don't know how to do it properly, but if you know how to correct your status and then write the correct form out or fill it out correctly, you can use that as a check and pay the bill. But again, that's just something that you need to get into and research on your own. We were just getting into gold and silver and what was legal, what was not legal here. And yeah, that's about it. What are you guys talking about? Because I'm getting some good comments up in here. Generic rounds and non-generic 1 ounces. Yes, silver coins, no capital gains tax in the UK. Don't know other countries. David Straight videos explains this. Anybody's a little confused, somebody named David Straight. Yeah, Red Bull. This shit, just like the drink, go bananas at any time. All right, cool. Rod Gimmison teaches how to buy land with silver via land patents. I must be blessed. No, I'm not blessed. I don't even actually like to use that word anymore. Again, something I was reading or whatever, that got to be careful with the words we use because they say that be less. When you say blessed, it really means be less of. So when the people are like, "Oh, I'm so blessed," they say that you're saying, I am less of what is more of, whatever the fuck you want to put it. Loan Protocol is on sale, baby. Loan Protocol is on sale. And it's funny because in that, when I was reading with the JFK in the 11.11.0 executive order, it had the word mixed in there. Okay? I've been telling you about JFK connected to proton and precious metals and all this other shit. Have you read Metallica's whole website? No. Every company focused on marketing only. Metallica doesn't give a shit. Exactly. So see, that's like, again, when you say that, Metallica ain't doing no advertising. It's because you don't see Lamborghinis, you don't see Ferraris, you don't see Bentleys and Rolls Royce. You don't see commercials like that. Okay? You don't see commercials like that because word of mouth speaks for itself. Those people are not spending money on advertising. They're spending money on making their product more luxury, more advanced, more faster, more cheaper, more everything. So they spend their money on building while everybody else spends their money on screaming, "Hey, look at us. We're coming out next week. We're coming out next year. We're coming out next month." Tomorrow, big sale. Let's go. Then after that, rug pull. Ho ho. So you never know. You never know. Yes, Red Bull. He meant like a pauper. Like you're gonna be poor if you ain't holding on to silver. That's what he probably means. Somebody's asking about a pre-sale. Have no idea. Silver and gold are lawful money of the living people. Legal tender are debt IOU notes worth nothing. Money of the dead corporations. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Vance. What? Louis Vegas says silver is $87.55 an ounce in Australia. It's already starting, man. Merry Christmas. It's already starting. Bullybear, look up Curtis Bosch. This will open your mind to a real truth. Let's take a screenshot. It's funny because they had these gold coins. I was just looking at these gold dollar coins, and on that particular coin, it was stating legal tender. Oh, but you're just saying that legal tender is just a debt. It's a promissory note, the legal tender. So, I mean, I don't know. There were coins too. They came from the mint. I wonder what copper is going to be. That'd be interesting. Panda 1 ounce coins are way higher. Oh, yeah. The Panda coins, yeah. The China coins, too, are fucking high. The Dragon, the Phoenix coins are fucking high. I'm just saying right now, like, if you have fucking, like, if you got money, you know, and you want to ball out, and you got a couple of thousand that you're looking to invest, I would say, you know, maybe grab a handful of some of these, like, high-tech coins. Definitely try to get your hands on something with Trump's name on it or his face on it or something. Okay? This man is doing all types of shit, and people are bowing down to this guy like I never seen before. All right? They just gave Trump an award. FIFA, first time ever giving out a peace award, and they gave it to Trump. Okay? You understand? Nobody understands that. Nobody understands that. Did anybody see my tweet? I'm going to show you my tweet, and then fucking I'm going to sign off because I got to go help some of these guys. Let me see my tweet. Hold on a second. Really? How the fuck do you... Hold on a second. I'm just trying to figure something here. What is going on? For some reason, I can't... I'm just trying to find something. Now my screens are a little crazy right now. Like I can't even go into the search thing trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Let me see if I go into something different. There you go. I don't know. Hold on, I'm just trying to pull something up for you guys. All right. You know, Brad Garland goes crazy because they see this picture and they believe that XRP is going to go crazy. They connect it to the bearable guy riddles. They got, you know, Mr. Right, pro crypto guy over here. And I was like, not sure why everything is secret. Catch a purple eye if you keep telling lies. There's Trump. Top real utilities metal pay. Get it? Trump. Top real utilities metal pay. I was like, hello, 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 hello. Give me, I want to show you something. So everybody's on that picture, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I didn't recall about any Mormon. Trump, World's Fair Casino. Silver. Trump's World Fair Casino. Right? Everybody's on that everybody's on that. Yo, XRP and Trump, 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 XRP and Trump. Is it? Because I see XPR right there. Right there. Oh, yeah, honey bun. Oh, yeah. So everybody can go have dinner, go wipe their little mouths off the gravy off the side of their cheeks. Everybody getting all hyped up for the XRP with Trump Doodle fucking dinner. Yo, he's whatever he is, he is. Whatever he is, he is. Whatever you want to believe he is, he is. The corrupt admin, that's what you believe? That's crazy that you believe that, but everybody believe what they want to believe. Remember the carousel? Remember the carousel. See the shape? Those stripes? The little wavy things there? You see the little gems? See the little gems that are on the top there? Yeah. You know it. You know it. Now, I'll show you this. Oh, where is it now? Where is it now? Look at, even this guy, he even has a crown on his shit already. He knew he was gonna be fucking king long time ago. TP. TP. Top proton. Where's the other one? Hold on a second. Where's the other one? Showing you loan. Look at the loan. Look at the loan. Trump Plaza. Look at the loan. And then you got this one. So remember that riddle with the clam on that road, the last one with the fucking guy riding the unicorn, right, Marshall? Look at the clam, Atlantis, the lost. Hey, there's your clam, guys. Hello, there's your clam, Atlantis. Hello, you're gonna get these riddles down. You're gonna get these motherfucking riddles down. I was just trying to find the other symbol over here. Oh, I'm not showing it. Hold on. Let's see if we get it now. Trump's World Fair. The Unisphere. You can cry, you can kick, scream, pull anybody's hair you want. Want to pull my hair? Go ahead, pull my hair. But I doubt that Trump is feeling XRP. I think Trump is really feeling XPR. I don't know. This is something that he was doing way before crypto was even talked about. So again, you can do what you want with your money. Adam sign, Adam sign, Adam sign, wherever the fuck you go. King Trump, right? There's the M, metal pay. Do you understand? The MP right there, metal pay. Top real utilities, metal pay. So that was my little decode. I gave you like 2, 3, and 1 right there, baby. I can give you a little 2, 3, and 1 in there. So whatever. You got these people screaming about it. Passing the biscuits and gravy, chewing on chicken bones over here. XRP. Dinners with Trump. Brad Garlinghouse. Fucking, who knows, maybe fake tattoos on the arms. Who knows what's going on? But all I know is that Trump was in motherfucking Atom and Proton way before crypto was even talked about. I even showed you the pictures with Donald Trump on the front. I still got it? Let's see. I was like, hello. So what was I taking pictures of? Probably on here then. Because the World Fair has, watch. Matter of fact, this is what I wanted to show. Let me see. Where the hell did I have my shit at? New York World Fair carousel. Oh, you know what it was? I was looking at Facebook Market. That's what it was. And I was looking through there, and that shit was showing me all the particular things in there. I'm just saying the World's Fair had all the atoms in it, okay? And maybe that's why that 9-5 is always in too, and the 6-4, because that's the 13. 6-4 and 6-5, 9-5, 9-4. Okay? New York World's Fair. Carousel Park, okay? These were in Flushing. See, Flushing, Queens, okay? Queens and kings, kings and queens. We'll just type in, I'm just going to leave carousel out and just type in New York World Fair. As you can see, look, there's the atom sign there. Inside New York City is abandoned in 1964. World's Fair. There's World's Fair. World's Fair. There's the silver. So anyway, like I said, those are for my people that understand what's going on, baby. What is going on? Let me see what you guys are saying, because I got to wrap it up here. I'll check my phone if I get those tokens. So what was it saying? Kings are only appointed by God, and he's a corporation admin. Yeah, I don't think you. I mean, listen, everybody has their own opinion. I'll respect your opinion, and I'll just leave it at that. If he was a Adam administration, like every one of the other presidents, he would have never got attacked the way he did. He would have never got bashed. He would have never got shit talking about him and all that other stuff. That's what I feel. So I feel he's a little bit different than your regular president corporation admin. God damn, well, fucking prices are just dropping out here. I was just checking to see if I had your token. Let's see what happened to Adam. It's on sale now too. Oh yeah, I don't know. That fucking coin was like at $50 at one point, and then it dropped down to like under $3. No. That was one of my top 5 coins the first 5 coins that I bought. Adam was one of those coins. So Mr. T, future. I'm gonna disagree. With that. We'll agree to disagree. I want to quit my 9 to 5 job too. I just want to stake my shit, look at my wallet, collect my little fucking beans, and fucking go play in the sand and in the ocean. Believe those different peg colors to each stocking must mean something too. Yeah. If you notice those stockings, the stuff, and then I even think the things that are hanging on them are different colors. Is that right? No, I just gotta double check. Yeah, they're all like different colors here. So as you can see, you got yellow with a dark blue, and you got purple with an aqua, and you got green with red. So that's Christmas. That could be Christmas. And there's your blue and yellow. I told you what blue and yellow was, right? Gold and silver. Blue and yellow, gold and silver. Maybe Christmas time. Blue and green, red and green, and purple and aqua. I'm not sure. Blue peg to yellow stocking. Yeah, like I said, if you go look at the New York City buses over here, they're all blue and yellow. Ukraine, blue and yellow. Just saying. Now, when that song comes out, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Again, you can convert black also to blue, okay? Because when you get hit, you get a black and blue, okay? Weird, just weird, but you get the color black and blue. So you could actually connect black to blue, right? And then they could, instead of being black and yellow, it could be blue and yellow, blue and yellow. It could mean gold and silver, gold and silver. But if you want it to mean color, then it's colors for you, baby. If that's what you truly want it to mean. I will show this one thing here that I did know. Everybody, suck it easy. And there's the fork. All right? Mr. Marsh is going to come through the fork with the Phoenix over here, baby. And then you got the W. Here's the W for the web off, baby. It's up to you, baby, to understand what's going on. You asked that question one more time about the pre-sale, and then I'm going to pre your ass out of here. Pre-sale people, I'm going to pre your ass out of here. Lawful destroys corporations and corporate admins. Well, Mr. V, to me, Trump is Mr. Silver. And I don't think Silver's going anywhere. And if I believe that Trump is Silver, then I don't think Trump is going anywhere. But again, this is just my opinions. Just my opinions. Mr. T was a WWE wrestler. I pity the fool. That guy, hold on a second. My man said Stone Cold Body Slam, Mr. T, crazy shit. Mr. T was a wrestler. Vince McMahon slammed Trump. Bots into the comments. Vince's wife works for Trump. Okay. I just see something different. Bully, that clan with Pearl you were talking about in Bear's latest pick, Odessa, Ukraine, also known as the Pearl of Black Sea, plus they have Anchor in their coat of arms. Like I said, when you understand that everything is connected somehow, some way, it is. Go watch, they just came out, Netflix just came out with a show, Ripple. Great fucking show. Great show. And I'll be doing decode on it already. I just want to put it out there first. But great fucking show. And you'll see. You'll see how the symbolisms go. And you know what? Funny enough, right? There's a movie with the clowns. Is it on here? I have it on here. Hold on a second. I have it on here. Look at this. It's with a W there. I don't. Looks like BW maybe. I don't know. GBW. Can't really figure it out. But my man had an anchor, and there's the movie Ripple, clown movie. And this guy right here got a fucking anchor shirt on. With white and blue, just like I told you how silver was, right? White and blue with the connections to silver, as well as gray and silver. There's this guy here too. Look at, they got all the clowns over here too. Trying to see what the hell that is. That's definitely a W. I don't know if that's a K. Looks like it could be a K. Not too sure. Not too sure. But this was definitely in a Ripple movie. Definitely in the Ripple movie. Blue and yellow makes green. And red and green makes brown. So you got brown, green, and then teal and purple. What does that make? That could be. That could be Trump there, right? Trump, they're always talking about Trump has something up his sleeve, right? And that knight has the cards and the aces and all that shit up his sleeves, right? Let's see if Trump is connected to something with ace.
Yes, there are connections between Donald Trump and ACE. These include interactions with the American Council on Education, a higher education group, and references to the Affordable
Red
Clean
Bull.
Energy Rule and the ACE Kids Act, showing cooperation and disagreement.
American Council on Education. He was speaking about some shit about education part. That's ACE. American Council on Education is ACE. That's what they're saying. Yes, there's significant connections between Donald Trump and ACE. So yes, Zanga, Red Bull. Was it Red Bull? Sorry, Red Bull, not Zanga. Red Bull. Yes, the knight could definitely be Trump, and the bear could definitely be Marshall. No, it was like a site. Go just type in Ripple horror movie. Weirdly enough, it's under horror movie. So that was another thing I was scratching my head. I'm like, Ripple in the horror movie? And then they were showing clown. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's one of the worst movies I ever watched. So if you do watch it, I apologize that you wasted that much time on it. But I wasted that much time on it. And you can just look for yourself. And the next time I do a video, you can comment and just let me know, like, was it that great for you, or was it horrible? Was it the best movie you ever watched, Ripple? Ace is too high. I'm just saying, it's like so many aces. Look at Trump, ace, mob aces, statement by ace president, Michelle on the elections of Donald. So, I mean, there's a lot of aces that is connected to this guy. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know there was Ripple a movie. Yeah. 11/11 date. 11/11. God rang a bell. Worldwide. Were the Ripple movies on YouTube? No. Where did I catch it on? Hold on a second. What? No, it was just a streaming. It was just a streaming place, not on YouTube. Tiny Zone, wherever you can stream movies from, just type in Ripple, or look for Ripple clown movie. Yeah. So I was saying the night had. We were always saying that Trump has something up his sleeve, and I was saying, remember the poker table? The knight had the ace in his sleeve, right? The spade, the ace of spades, I believe he had in his sleeve. So yeah, I could definitely see Donald Trump connecting to the knight and the bear to Marshall. Margaret, cut your shit out. Yeah, so yeah, we pulled up the Trump ace, baby. Pulled up the Trump ace. Look at these guys. Power wash. Yo, you know what's crazy? We just looked at that fucking puzzle, right? That riddle, and we had the purple stocking with the aqua fucking strip. And look at this. Look, I'm just showing you how the matrix just works. Just connects. Just works. Here, look at this colors. Look, I'm just showing you the aqua and the purple, right? The white, aqua, purple. I'm just fucking showing you these things. Hold on a second. The purple, white, and aqua. Just literally showing you that. And look at that shit. That shit is right on the motherfucking fire, the phoenix. These colors. Just like Wherever the hell I was. Where was I? Just like these colors. Purple, white, and it's just like the stocking. And funny enough, you get that yellow redness in there, right, with the fire touching the purple. Yeah, just crazy. Just I like to play around with fucking visions and things. That's just nuts to me. That's just nuts to me. That's just, you can't make that shit up. You cannot make that shit up. I literally just took this on the 3rd too, December 3rd, 3/3. So. And the weirdest thing, like, I can see a bunch of shit and don't take a picture, and all of a sudden I'm like, something in my mind is telling me, flick that, flick that, flick that, flick that. And then it'll be a couple of months, a couple of weeks down later, or Starship comes out with a fucking video and mentions something on Gematria, and I'm just like, no fucking way. No way. So, anyway, I gotta go. This phone's about to die. Plus, like I said, I gotta use the bathroom and get ready to roll out here. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, bullshitting with me. I just gave you another live over an hour right there. And that's about it, peeps. So, Bully Bear out of here. We good, peeps. Have a great day. I think that's it for videos today. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Did you know about X coin on X? Oh, sorry. I was just going to read some of these before I click off. X coin on X. I don't think so. I don't know. But I'll check to see if I got them. I'm just going to double check. I know somebody asked me if I got a particular coin, and I don't know if I did or not. I just want to see if I did or not. Oh, I did 100. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. I did receive the Mormon coin. But you guys were saying on here too, I wanted to actually take a picture. Well, we were messages, you want to retract them all, that's cool. It's just fucking weird. That's all. Just weird. I don't like weird shit. I don't like weird shit. V. I don't know what you're doing, but very weird there. I was just trying to see what you guys were on here trying to say. All right, this video is over. I was just running through the. I don't know, unless you told me to write something down and then you erased it, Mr. V. Whatever's. It's weird to me. People just comment and then they erase all their shit on here. It's very weird. I don't like it.